Hello traders, welcome back to the Forex Geek, where we dive deep into the tool that can help you make smarter trading decisions. And in today's video, we are going to talk about the pivot point price action strategy. This is a powerful approach that combines mathematical price action levels with real-time market behavior. Identify high probability trading opportunities with this strategy. This strategy will give you a clear entry and exit point while keeping you aligned with the market sentiment. Whether you are a day trader or a swing trader, understanding how to use pivot points alongside price action can significantly improve your trading results. So why not stay tuned until the end to learn exactly how to implement this strategy in your daily trading routine, as well as common mistakes most traders make while using pivot points. Start by understanding what pivot points are. Pivot points are mathematical price levels calculated using previous period highs, lows, and closing price. As you can see on my screen, I just included the pivot point indicator. Traders have been using the pivot points for decades, particularly in futures and forex markets, because the price objective reference point from making trading decisions. The standard pivot point formula is a straightforward formula, which is the pivot point is equal to the high plus the low plus the close, all divided by 3. From the central pivot point, you can derive additional support and resistance level, which are the R1, R2, R3, and the support 1, support 2, and support 3. Now, what are the types of pivot points? The types of pivot points are the standard pivot point, which is a classic calculation we just covered. The second pivot point is the Fibonacci pivot point. This is when you incorporate the Fibonacci ratio of 0.0, 0.32382 and 0.618 etc. to calculate support and resistance level. We also have the Kamaral pivot point, which creates 8 levels, 4 support, 4 resistance that are close to the pivot points. We have a lot of pivot points and so on and so forth. Now, what is price action? Because this strategy is a combination of the pivot points with price action. And I take price action as a trading methodology that focuses on analyzing raw price movement on a chart without relying heavily on indicators. It involves understanding the market behavior by studying patterns, trends, support and resistance levels, and candlestick formation. So price action reflects all market participants' decisions and provides traders with insights into market sentiment. So key elements to price action includes trend. This is identifying whether the market is in an uptrend or downtrend or range bound. The second key element is your support and resistance level, and these are areas where price tends to reverse or consolidate. Now, the last key element is the candlestick pattern, and these are candlestick patterns such as your pin bar, engulfing candle, inside back candle, and so on and so forth. Now, let's see how we can trade with the pivot point price action strategy. Now, we are going to combine the pivot point with price action analysis to create a comprehensive trading strategy. Now, the first step is setting up your charts. You set up your charts by you choose your time frame. You either use your daily, your weekly, or your monthly time frame. In this case, we would make use of our daily time frame to better understand the point I'm trying to explain. Make use of our daily time frame. Now you can apply your pivot point indicator, which is available on whatever trading platform you are using. In this case, I'll be making use of TradingView, and we can see our pivot point indicator has been plotted on our TradingView, and it shows the pivot point we are looking at. ensure you can clearly see the main pivot point, which is the P. As you can see, this P, you have to ensure that you can see the P on your chart. This is the central pivot point. You can also make sure you are seeing at least the first level of support, which is your S1, and the first level of resistance, which is your R1. So we can see your S1 here and we can see our R1 here. The second step is to identify the market context, and as we can see in this area, the market is in a bullish direction because at this point price broke the structure. We are in a downtrend at this area and price broke the structure at this area, which signifies a break in structure, meaning that we have switched to a bullish trade, and you can see price is making a series of higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, as the case may be. So we have determined the direction of the market. You can also use, if price is currently above or below the main pivot point, to determine the direction of the market. And you can see this central pivot point in this area. You can see price is above it, which signifies that price is in an uptrend. You can also use, when price is trading below the central pivot point, you can say that the price is in a downtrend. You can also check if the market is either trending or ranging, and you can see that the market is trending in this area. For a trending market, you look for a continuation setup after the pullback to the pivot point, while in a ranging market, you look for reversal setup at this pivot level. So the step 3 is to wait for price to approach your pivot point level. Patience is actually crucial. You wait for price to approach one of your key pivot point levels before considering a trade. The most reliable setup typically occurs at the main pivot point during a trend. Your S1 and R1, which is your support 1 and your resistance 1, are both key in both trending and ranging markets. Your S2 and R2, which is your resistance 2 and support 2, are during strong trending days. So you actually wait for price to come back to your pivot point. Now you look for price action confirmation at that pivot point level. This is your step 4. This is a crucial step that separates successful pivot point traders from the rest. When price reaches a pivot point level, you look for specified price action signals that can confirm your level significance, such as for a long entry. In this case, you look for entries at the support 1, your support 2 and your central pivot point. You look for some confirmation such as your bullish engulfing pattern, your hammer, your pin bar candlestick pattern, your double bottom, your double top, your double bottom rather. You can also use indicators and you look for bullish divergence on your RSI or your MACD. You can also look for a lot of rejection wicks at that area you are looking to buy from. While for short trades, you would look for bearish engulfing patterns, shooting star or pin bar candlestick pattern, double top, divergence. If you are making use of an indicator, you look for a divergence on your RSI or your MACD. And you can also look for upper rejection wicks showing sellers rejection. That's in a selling scenario. Now your step 5 is to execute your trade with precise rules. Once you have both your pivot points level and your price action at your area of concentration, you execute your trade with the specific rules. The first rule is your entry timing. You enter after your confirmation candle has closed. So the moment we see our bullish engulfing, this will be a good area to enter your trade after your confirmation candle. For aggressive entry, you can enter once the confirmation pattern is 50 or 75% complete. That means you can enter when the candle is engulfing but it's not yet complete, 50% of the candle, or so on and so forth. Now for your stop loss placement, you would always set your stop loss beyond the next pivot point level. Below this pivot point level, you set your stop loss at that area. For tighter stop, you can place your stop loss beyond the high or low of the confirmation pattern. So you can set it below this confirmation candlestick pattern for a risky entry. Always respect average daily range to avoid stops that are too tight. Now for your take profit, you can use your first take profit target as your next pivot point level. Next pivot point level can be your first take profit target. Your second or your extended take profit target can be two pivot point level in your trend direction. So this is how we capitalize on this trading setup. That is for a bullish trade. Now for a bearish trade, when price has come back to retest the pivot point, you look for your confirmation candle, and we can see an indecision candle followed by a confirmation candle that closed below your indecision candle. You enter after your confirmation candle, stop loss just above your confirmation candle or your central pivot point area. Your first profit target should be the next pivot point, which is your S1, and your second profit target or your extended profit target can be the next point, or you can incorporate a trailing stop loss to capitalize on this trading strategy. Alright traders, we have come to the end of this video. Engage with us in the comments below. We want to hear about your experiences. So if you found this video helpful, do not forget to like, subscribe and share. Turn on your notification bell so that you never miss out on more trading tips and strategies. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.